Busy?
Not anymore. I feel refreshing to go to.
Oh, good, good. Hello,
Okay.
Paula. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay,
She's
okay.
a
Hope you're
she's
okay. You're
yeah, she's a lion. Sometimes disappear, sometimes
right.
appear.
Your mum says you are very busy at the moment, Paula. So it's good to see you again. Good to see you again. Hope you are not getting too stressed.
Yeah, but
Okay, good. Hello, Kim Nan. How are you, Kim Nan?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine.
Good, good. And hello, Tuk Ling. Ciao, Tuk Ling.
Hello, Mr. Rick.
Yeah, so you have finished military camp for the moment?
Yes, I have finished.
Good.
Uh,
Good. I'm glad you survived. Glad you survived this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Is it hard? Is it hard to do?
yeah, it's quite hard, but I'm happy this, and I'm
Yeah.
so happy.
Oh, good. Good. And do they have like a comfortable bed there or not very comfortable?
No, it
Not
is
not
not a
comfortable.
computer. Yes, it's
Right.
it's hard to me to sleep in
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And you
bed.
have to
Yeah.
you have to share a room with many people?
Yes, I have to share my room with 8 people.
Right.
8.
Right. All right. Yeah. So very hard to get some sleep.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Okay. All right, everyone. So we will start, I think, even though not all the class is here yet, because it is already past 2 p.m. So thank you for remembering the time, the new time that the class starts. So that's great that you all remember. I hope you've all had a good week. And so we will get started very shortly. Just waiting for Cho Zhang to join us. So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be doing speaking, and also I want to try and finish the media essay we were looking at last week. Hello, Cho Zhang. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Good. Have you had a good week, Cho Zhang?
Yes,
Good. Okay, glad to hear it. Okay, everyone, so let's look at what we're going to be doing today. Okay. So we're going to be doing some speaking practice. Okay, this is from part 1 of the Ielts exam, and we're going to be practicing using some adjectives. Some of these you will know, maybe some of them you don't know. I want to finish off the media essay, and then we will look at doing one more task 2 type essay, I think, before we will go back to do some more practice on task 1. So I'm hoping by now that you all remember what the structure of the task 2 essay is. And the reason that's important, of course, is because once you know the structure, then at least you know how you are going to arrange your essay. You don't have to think too much about that. All you have to do is think of ideas. So, like I say, you should all know the structure by now. We'll practice it one more time on this topic. I'll just turn on the fan. Hang on a moment on my computer. Okay, everyone. So just check who else has joined us. Zung Ha. Hello, Zung Ha.
hi,
Hi, Zung Ha. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Good, good. Welcome to class. Okay. So what we're going to be doing, first of all, is practicing a part 1 speaking topic. This is a very common thing they will ask you in part 1. Let's talk about your hometown or village. First of all, though, we're just going to be looking at some of these adjectives, just to make sure you are familiar with these. I'm going to introduce you to new adjectives over the next few lessons, just to expand your vocabulary or your lexical resource. So, of course, the more words you know, the better, but of course you need to know how to use them properly. So, first of all, boring. You all know what boring means. Boring is uninteresting. Charming is a word some of you might not be familiar with. Charming means something or someone who is nice or very pleasing. So you can describe a place as being charming, or you can describe, as I was saying, a person as being very charming. Michael? Michael,
Hello.
hello. Can you think of any place in Vietnam that is charming?
Oh, there's a lot of places where I guess I'll take one of the best. Maybe
Yeah.
Halong Bay is a charming place because of its beautiful islands.
Okay, sounds good. So remember, charming usually means, though, that somewhere is smaller. Charming, for example, like Halong Bay, you wouldn't call Halong Bay charming. It's too big. Okay, something that is
like a
charming is
bar?
usually something smaller. Not like a bar, but I'm thinking of somewhere like Hoi An, for example. Have you
It's a
been to Hoi?
charm.
Yeah, have you been to Hoi An?
Yeah, I've been to Hong recently.
Okay, so Hoi An I think is charming because it's not so big and has lots of old traditional type houses that look very cute. Okay, so it's charming. Charming. So charming usually means when you are talking about a place, somewhere that is quite small, maybe traditional, not too crowded. Okay, looks pretty. But yeah, somewhere like Halong Bay is too big. Halong Bay is more impressive. Okay, that is a name for a big place. So the opposite of big, of course, is compact. Compact is something that is not big, somewhere where the houses are close together. Kim Nan.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim Nan. Have you heard this word before?
No.
Compact. Okay, so I'm thinking of in Hanoi, I'm thinking that the old quarter. Have you been to the old quarter, Kim Nan, in Hanoi?
Yeah. I have never been before.
You've never been before. Okay. I hope you get to go because it's both charming and compact. Compact means it's not very big. Paula.
Yes.
Okay, Paula. So the old quarter, remind me, is not very many streets, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's quite, and all the houses very close together. The streets are very narrow. So a good way adjective to describe that sort of thing is it's compact. Everything is close together. The area itself is quite small. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Does that make sense to you, Kim Nan?
Yes.
So something that is compact is everything is quite small, quite close together. So compact is the opposite of big or spread out. Crowded, you all know. Inexpensive, you all know. Lively is a good adjective to know. Lively. It means somewhere where lots of things are happening. Lots of things are happening. For example, thinking of the old quarter again, the old quarter is very lively at night. A lot of things happening in the old quarter, a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars, lots of tourists. Here's one you might not be familiar with. Tuk Ling. Tuk Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Tuk Ling, can you pronounce this word, please? The one that I've highlighted.
Picture. What? I don't know.
Okay, picturesque. Picturesque. Can you say that?
Picturesque.
Good. Picturesque. It sounds like it's got a K on the end. Picturesque. Picturesque. Can you try again, please, Kim Na? Sorry, Tuk Ling.
Picturesque.
Good. Cho Zhang. Can you pronounce picturesque, please?
Picturesque.
Good. Zung Ha. Zung Ha.
Picturesque.
Picturesque. Good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Good. Michael.
Picturesque.
Picturesque. Picturesque.
Picturesque.
Good. Kim Nan.
Picturesque.
Good. Paula.
Picturesque.
Good. Perfect. Okay, so picturesque, as you might guess from looking at it, is a French word with the Q-U-E at the end, picturesque, and it means something that is beautiful or lovely, or like a picture, something that looks like a picture, maybe looks like a painting. A place that looks like a painting is picturesque. Normally something that has a lot of nature in it. So you don't call cities, for example, Hanoi is not picturesque, but maybe the countryside, somewhere like Ninh Binh, for example, is picturesque. Okay, so that's a good adjective to know. And the last one is Chozhang. Chozhang, can you say this word, please?
Serene.
Good. Serene. 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 So the emphasis is on the last part of the word. Serene. Serene. Okay. Serene means peaceful. It means quiet. Okay. So Hanoi is not serene, but maybe somewhere like Ninh Binh is serene and peaceful and quiet. So if you don't know some of these adjectives, please write the ones you don't know down and try to use them in the speaking exercise that we're going to do. And obviously try to remember them, because these sorts of adjectives, they're very useful for helping you to get good marks, of course. Okay, so what I'm going to do is ask each of you about your hometown or village, and I'm going to ask you these 3 questions. And again, these questions are very common in part 1 of the Ielts test. So because it's part 1, you don't need to talk for very long. 2 or 3 sentences at the most is all I need. So you're not giving a detailed speech about your hometown. You're just giving a brief description. Just like if we were face to face, having a conversation in a cafe, Michael. Okay, we're having a talk in a cafe, and I would ask you some of these questions, and you would just give me shortish answers. Okay, you don't need to give me a long answer. Okay, Michael, I'll start with you first. So please, let's talk about your hometown, Michael. What is it called? Where is it? And what kind of place is it?
Oh, my hometown is called Hanoi. It's in the middle of Vietnam. I think it's the symbol of Vietnam too. Oh, it's a very what do I say about it? It's a very lively place and a picturesque place.
Okay, so that's good, Michael. Is that this is pronounced lively? Okay, lively place. Did you say it was picturesque?
It is.
Yeah, I'm not sure about some parts of Hanoi are picturesque, but not all of it. Okay, so you just have to be a little bit careful with this word. So, for example, Hon Kiem Lake, for example, is picturesque. Okay, Hon Kiem Lake is pretty, is beautiful, with the bridge across it and with the water.
Yeah, the red bridge.
Yeah, the red bridge is very picturesque, but all of Hanoi city is not so picturesque.
Well, I could say it's crowded.
You could say it's crowded, correct. But Hon Kiem Lake is picturesque. So that is a good example of a place that is picturesque. But usually cities themselves are too busy, too big, too crowded to be picturesque. Okay, that's good, Michael. Thank you for that. Kim Nan.
Yeah.
Okay, your hometown, Kim Nan. What's it called?
I live in Sopson Town.
Okay, where is it? Where is it?
Yeah, my hometown located in the suburbs of the city center. Maybe 35 kilometers from the city center.
Okay.
is still very crowded and lively.
Okay, so that is the sort of place that it is. It's very crowded and lively. Okay, that's good, Kim Nam. You would say my hometown is located in. Just remember those small words. My hometown is located in. In fact, you don't even need to use the word located. You can just say, my hometown is in such and such province. Don't even need to use the word located. Paula, your turn.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about your hometown, Paula.
Okay.
Well-
So, my hometown is in Nam Định, and I think it's a modern city. It's not like a tranquil village or that sort of things. It is kind of a modern city. So I don't experience the things that I think I would how can I say it? They usually say that when they're in their hometown, they will go to, the fields, or they will experience those really village things. Like
Okay. I'm going to stop you there, Paula, because your answer is already too long.
yeah.
Okay, so remember this is part one, and I was saying you only need to give 2 or 3 sentence answers. All right, not too long, not too much of a description. Okay, so when you say what kind of place it is, you just need to have maybe 2 or 3 adjectives, all right, that give a brief description of what it is. So, what kind of place is it, Paula? Two or 3 adjectives.
Yeah, it's a modern and busy city.
Modern and busy city. Yeah, that's fine. A modern and busy city. That's fine. Okay, good. All right. Tuk Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Tuk Ling. Tell me about your hometown. Tuk Ling, what's it called?
My hometown is the capital of Vietnam, Hanoi, and it is located in the north of Vietnam, and lively city.
Okay,
Right?
it's a lie. Yeah, maybe one more adjective as well as lively.
Mm, um,
There are many. For example, crowded.
yes, attractive.
Attractive, you think?
Maybe
Maybe not. Not so attractive.
no.
Okay? Maybe not so attractive. Okay, so my next tip with this or suggestion is that when you use a word like lively, okay, you also give a little bit of an explanation, such as what I have written here. So you would say, my hometown is Hanoi. It's in the north of Vietnam. Hanoi is a very lively city. There's always lots of things happening. Does that make sense?
Yes, I
So,
understand.
so as well as saying an adjective like lively, I then also give an example. So I say, it's a very lively city. There's always lots of things happening. Or it's a very crowded city. The roads are full of motorcycles and cars. Or
Yes.
it's a very noisy city. People are always making a noise with their horns. Okay?
Yes, I
So everyone, I
understand.
hope you're listening to what I'm saying to Tuk Ling. So when you use these adjectives now, you also need to qualify them, is the word. So if you use a word like lively, you say it's a very lively city. There's always lots of things happening. It's a very picturesque place. There is a beautiful bridge on Hon Kiem Lake. Okay, so you qualify your adjective by adding some further information. Cho Zhang. Cho Zhang.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Cho Zhang. So do you understand what I want you to do, Cho Zhang?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to use just 2 or 3 adjectives and qualify them as well. Okay, so tell me about your hometown, Cho Zhang. What's it called?
So my hometown is Hanoi, which is the capital city of Vietnam. And I think that is also the reasons why it look really lively, but also antique.
Sorry, also
Antique.
antique. Do you mean antique?
Yes.
Okay, antique. And so you have to say what you mean by that. What do you mean by antique?
It means it's old.
Okay, good. So you need to say that as well. Okay? Okay.
Yes.
I think a better word than antique, I know what you're trying to say, is traditional. Cho Zhang. Traditional.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know this word?
Yes.
Okay, good. Traditional. Traditional means old. Means old. So you can say Hanoi is a very lively city. There are always lots of things happening, and it's also a traditional city with lots of old buildings. Okay, can you say that to me, please, Cho Zhang? So Hanoi is a very
So Hanoi is very lively city with
with
lots of things happening,
good
and it's also and it's such a traditional
yeah.
place as well with many old buildings.
Okay, perfect. Much better, Cho Zhang. Much better. Okay, that's good. That's good. And just remember, this word here is lively, not lively. It's pronounced lively, lively, the long I sound. Okay, Zung Ha. Zung Ha.
Yes.
Hi, Zung Ha. I can't see you, sorry.
Sorry, because my internet connection is not stable, so I need to turn off my camera.
Ah, okay. All right. Okay, so tell me about your hometown, Cho Zhang. Zung Ha.
So my hometown is a serene seaside city named Quang Binh.
Okay. And what kind of place is it?
It's a city which have a picturesque view for tourists who travel there, and people there are charming. They always be kind with other people and
Okay.
citizens.
Okay, good. And that's all you need. That's all you need, Zung Ha. Okay? Okay. Doesn't have to be any longer than that. Okay, just a couple of sentences. So that was good, Zung Ha. So you qualified both those adjectives. You said it was a picturesque city, okay, with nice view, and the people are charming. They are always very kind to visitors. So that's good. So you gave examples of each of those adjectives. Good. Okay, so the next part of this, the most interesting part of your town or village. So again, try and use some of these adjectives or some other ones. And you can also use the opposite of these, if you like. For example, if your village or town is not very interesting, you can say, it's not very interesting. In fact, it's a little bit boring because there's nothing to do, especially for young people. So you can, if they say, what's the most interesting part? You can say, well, actually, it's not very interesting. You can say that if you want. Remember, for these questions, no right or wrong answer. They're just testing your English. So, Michael, back to you.
Yes.
Okay, what's the most interesting part of your hometown, Michael?
I'm not sure about it, but I think the most interesting part of my hometown is the lake at night, because there are usually some events going on when it's getting late and people usually gather around and join the events.
Okay, good, Michael. That's very good. Okay, that was a very good answer. You talked about the interesting part is the lake because, and you need to give an example, which you did. Okay,
Okay.
because there are events there late at night which attract many people. And you could also, even if you wanted, give an example of some event, maybe for, I don't know, the Mid-Autumn Festival or something like that. Okay, Kim Nan.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the most interesting part of your hometown, Kimna?
Um, my hometown has many mountains and hills, so there are many picturesque ecological areas where where I live. So people can unwind and spend time with their family in
Okay,
the
good. Stop. That's enough, Kimnan. That's enough. Okay, that's good. Okay, you use picturesque very well, perfectly, very good. Okay, and you mentioned the mountains and hills where people can unwind and spend time with their family. Okay, and that is enough, Kimnan. Good answer. Remember, for these questions, for part one, you don't need to talk too much. Okay,
yeah.
just a few sentences and give an example, just like you did. Okay, good. Paula.
Yeah.
Okay, so another way to look at it, Paula, was I'm coming to visit you. All right. And I've never been to Hanoi before. Where would you take me? That's another way of looking at this question. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Paula, what's the most interesting part of your hometown?
The most interesting part of my hometown might be the cuisines there. I really enjoy trying new foods at my hometown because it has its unique taste that I've never tasted in Hanoi.
Okay, good. And the only other thing you might do is name a food, for example.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. You might say, we have a special type of pho here. Okay. That you can't get anywhere else in Vietnam. Something like that. Okay, good. Tuk Ling. Tuk Ling.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can now. What's the most interesting part of your hometown, Tuk Ling?
Uh, the most interesting part of they have a lot of tourist attraction, such as Hồ Gươm, Văn Miếu. These places have been appear for 1,000 years and they still intact.
Sorry, it's
Mhm.
still, yeah. What did you say? It's still, what was the word you used?
Intact.
Intact. Okay. Oh, yeah,
Tact.
intact. Is that right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. And they're still intact. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So you'd say these buildings have been here for 4,000 years and they are still intact. That is fine. Okay, good. Tuk Ling. Okay, Cho Zhang.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Cho Zhang. So again, as I was saying to Paula, if I was coming to visit your hometown, what is one thing you would show me? Okay, so you can think of it like that. So what is the most interesting part of your hometown?
So I think that it may be some old buildings that we can see in many streets, because it's attacked strongly with historic timeline, and it's also a highlight that make my city become more attractive and impressive.
Okay, good. Good adjectives. That's good, Chojang. Just remember to put the S on plural words like streets. Okay?
Yes.
Streets. Good, Chojang. Zungha.
Yes.
Okay, Zungha, what's the most interesting part of your hometown?
I think being a seaside, I think to be a seaside city, the most interesting part is the beach.
Because, yeah.
Because it have a beautiful views at night and also in the morning when sunrise.
Okay, good. That is enough. Good. That's good. So remember, you have to give an example, which is why I ask you because, okay? So you say the most beautiful part is the beach because, okay? That's good. You have to give some reasons why you think it is the most beautiful part, okay? And that is a good length too, Zunghai. You didn't talk for too long. Okay, Duk Nia. Welcome to the lesson, Duk Nia. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Okay, good, thank you. So hopefully, Duk Nia, you have understood what we are doing. We're practicing speaking, okay?
Yeah.
So what is the most interesting part of your hometown, Duk Nia?
What interesting part of my hometown? I think like all the structure here is already famous. So I think the most like interesting part of my hometown is the traffic. It's always stuck. So if you've been to Vietnam, been to Hanoi, you have to experience the traffic once. It's
Okay,
very lively and crowded.
okay, that's very good, Duk Nia. The traffic is the most interesting thing. That's great. That's good. Very creative. Okay, that's great. And just remember this word here, Duk Nia, is pronounced lively, lively, not lively.
Yeah, okay.
This word is lively. Okay. Kak Zung, how are you? Hello, Kak Zung.
Dung ơi, bật mic lên đi.
He was there. I think he's disappeared.
Yes, maybe he's.
Okay, hope he comes back. Maybe he's lost his connection. Okay. All right. So this is good. I hope you are understanding, everyone, that you need to give examples now. Okay, with when you say something is lively, okay, you need to add something like it's lively, there are lots of things happening, like, for example, the Mid-Autumn Festival. Or it's a very inexpensive place to eat. The food is very cheap. All right, so your explanations need to be a little bit detailed, more than one word, but not too long. Just a phrase or a sentence that supports your adjective. So the last part of this exercise, would you say your hometown is a good place to live? And of course, you can't just say yes or no to this question. You have to give a reason why. Okay, so Michael, back to you.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Michael, would you say your hometown is a good place to live?
I would rather not to say my hometown is a good place to live due to the pollution it makes from the car emitting gas and due to the noise pollution the vehicles daily routines sounds.
Okay, so the easiest way, so that's a good length, Michael. Okay, so you would say, if I said to you, would you say your hometown's a good place to live? You would just say no. Okay.
Okay.
Instead of saying, I would rather not say my place is a good place to live. Okay, you wouldn't say that in English conversation. Easier just to say no and then give the reasons why. No, it's not a good place to live because of the pollution. The air is full of smoke from the cars. And also there is a lot of noise pollution also from the cars and traffic. Okay, Michael, like that.
Okay.
Good. Kim Nan.
Yes.
Okay. Would you say, Kim Nan, that your hometown is a good place to live?
For me, yes, because it gives me a feeling of serene and warmth. Moreover, not by airports is located in my hometown, so that's why it's very easy to move.
Okay, so only one mistake, Kim Nan. It gives you a feeling of serenity. Serenity is that's the form of the word you need to use if you are going to use it that way.
Yeah.
It gives me a feeling of serenity because the landscape or the countryside is very peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is also, you have to remember to use all these small words, okay? And it is also very convenient because there is an airport.
Yeah.
It is also very convenient because there is an airport. Okay? Can you say that sentence for me, please, Kim Nan?
Yes. For me, yes, because it gives me a feeling of
Serenity.
serenity
Mhm.
and warmth, because the landscape is very beautiful. More, is also convenient because not by airports is there.
Okay, that's fine. That's good, Kim Nan. Better. Okay, so yes, serenity. Serenity is the feeling you get when everything is serene and peaceful.
Yeah.
Okay, serenity is the feeling you get. So if you want to talk about a feeling, you feel serenity.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kim Nan. Paula.
Yes.
Okay, Paula, would you say your hometown is a good place to live?
I would say yes. Although it is a busy city, but it still provide you with basic accommodations, and so it is affordable to live. So
Okay.
it's a good place to live.
Okay, good. Very good, Paula. So one thing Paula did very well there, I hope everyone you are listening, is that she talked to me like she and I were just having a conversation. So what you have to try to imagine for this exercise, and also with the examiner, is that like we are sitting in a cafe, Paula. Okay. All right. So we are sitting at Paris Gâteau. Okay. And we are having a coffee, and you are just telling me, giving me answers to my questions, just like we are talking naturally. So that is the sort of feeling I want you to try and imagine, even when you're talking to the examiner. So the examiner doesn't want to hear you talking like you are an encyclopedia, okay? Or that you are like a live version of Google or something like that. Okay, they want to hear you just talking as a real person. Tuk Ling, does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, Tuk Ling. So imagine you and I, we are sitting in a cafe, okay?
Yes.
And I say to you, Tukling, your hometown, is it a good place to live?
Yes, Hanoi is a good place to live. Firstly, people in Hanoi is very friendly. The people in Hanoi are willing to have you whatever you need to, and moreover, you can enjoy the various cuisine in Hanoi. You can try a lot of delicious food such as bún chả, phở.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, good. So the only thing I would say is what you are saying to me is a little bit formal for normal conversation. Okay,
And
so saying something like, moreover, you can enjoy the various cuisines in Hanoi, okay, is the sort of thing you would write, but not what you would say. Okay, okay.
yes.
You wouldn't say to me, let's go and try some of the various cuisines in Hanoi. Okay, that sounds way too formal. What would you say to me, Tukling, instead of that? Instead of saying,
Uh,
let's go try some of the various cuisine.
uh, delicious food.
Correct. Yes. Okay. Correct. Yes, exactly. So that is the words you use in conversation. Okay, those sort of words. So that is what you would use for the exam. You wouldn't say various cuisines. Sounds too formal. That is written language. Okay,
Yes,
you would say delicious food. Much better. Chojang. Chojang.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, Chojang, would you say your hometown is a good place to live?
So, actually, I think that there's a place that educations and life quality develop the most. So that's why I can, and it's also bring me a feeling like a home. So that's why I think it's a wonderful place for me to live.
Okay, that's fine, Chojang. Okay, so good. Your answer is the right length. Okay, you talked for just long enough and you gave some good reasons. That's good. Zung Ha. Zung Ha.
Yes.
Okay, Zung Ha, we are having a cup of coffee, okay?
Yes.
Okay, and I ask you, I say, your hometown, Zung Ha, is it a good place to live?
I think it's a very suitable place to live if you are a quiet person, like not like crowded city. It's very peaceful because people there, and also the living condition is affordable.
Okay, so didn't quite make sense. You
Yeah,
said it's also very peaceful because the people there also affordable. Doesn't quite make sense.
people there like friendly,
Okay,
and
good.
price is affordable.
Okay, good. Better. Okay, that's better. That's good. Duknia.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Duknia, would you say your hometown is a good place to live?
Yeah, I would say yes. Yes. Like in Hanoi, it's a big city, and there's a lot of job opportunities for you, and it's kind of a crowded place. So it's have a lot of activities to do. So yeah, I would say yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so you only made one mistake, Duknia. Just one mistake. You said have instead of has. Okay, it has a lot of things to do. Okay, but that's a small mistake. And by the way, if you think you have made a small mistake in your speaking, don't worry during the test. Okay, don't worry. Okay, they will not pay much attention to small mistakes. Okay, so don't worry. If you think you've made a mistake, don't stop. Just keep going. Kak Zung, are you back yet?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Kak Zung, good to see you. Okay, Kak Zung, would you say your hometown is a good place to live?
Yes, I would say my hometown is a good place to live.
Okay. Why? You have to give a reason for that.
Yes, because it's a big city and it have a lot of smart technologies, beautiful roads, and some tall building.
Oh. Okay,
That,
that's fine, Kaksung. That's fine.
yes,
Again, just remember to say has instead of has. It has. Okay. The city has. Hanoi has. Okay. Hoi An has, not have. So it is always has. It has. Has. Okay. All right, everyone. So thank you for practicing your speaking. I hope you found that useful. We'll do this during our lessons from now on. I want you to get more fluent. All right. But again, if you make a mistake or you can't think of what to say straight away,
Wow, hình như thầy bị out rồi đúng không?